Houston just locked up Maggie Graham through 2029. Yep, the same player who put the game winner past Angel City back in May. This is Angel City Daily. Today, we're looking at what a rival's roster move says about how the league reads Angel City, and a pride conversation that's bigger than 2 volunteer shifts.
Joey here. After a break week full of community content, the soccer story finally pushes back with a fact. Let's get into it.
Start with Graham. 4 goal contributions in 12 matches, and one of those goals came against us. Houston just made her tougher to deal with for the next 3+ years. It connects to the gap we've been documenting all week. The chance creation problem was sitting below the league median, and Graham's the concrete name that exploited it. Now she's signed through 2029. Here's the tension I keep coming back to. The break started with a soccer justification. Fix chance creation in the window. 4 days in, every public-facing move has been community work. The tactical problem's still unanswered on the field.
Both things being true was fine for 3 episodes. Graham's extension changes the feel of it. Rivals are spending the break on the roster, and we're spending it on flyers.
On the pride piece, Outsports points out 96 out players competed at the 2023 Women's World Cup. That's the frame for the work Angel City put in this week. The visibility conversation is genuinely league-wide right now.
So if community first means anything in this moment, what's the club actually showing up with for that activation? Beyond the prom shifts we already covered.
Fair question. 2 straight community-heavy days. 0 soccer ops news. That silence isn't getting softer, it's getting louder. We'll keep naming it until the front office answers it. Here's Abe Zapata at All for 11.
Houston-midfielder Maggie Graham has signed a contract extension through the 2029 season, according to an announcement by the club this morning. Graham now has the longest guaranteed contract with the club, along with 19-year-old rookie Linda Omark.
Houston just locked Maggie Graham through 2029. And look, she's the one who put the game winner past Angel City back in May. So the player who exploited us is now somebody we have to deal with for the next 3+ years.
And it's not a throwaway extension. She and a 19-year-old rookie now have the longest guaranteed deals on that roster. Houston's building around her on purpose.
4 goal contributions in 12 matches. That's a real attacker, and it's the first concrete rival roster move of this break. While we're sitting 10th, Houston's reading the table and doing something about it.
That's the part that connects. We spent all week documenting Angel City's chance creation gap, and Houston just answered the same problem from the other side by re-signing the player who beat us on it. Outsports with Sid Ziegler.
At the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, there were 96 publicly out LGBTQ players across the 32 participating countries. At this year's Men's FIFA World Cup, there will again be 0 out players across 48 teams. 16 more teams, 96 fewer out athletes.
Here's the number that stops you cold. 96 out players at the 2023 Women's World Cup. The men's tournament, with 48 teams this year, 0.
And this lands the same week Angel City ran 2 LGBT center prom shifts. Outsports has Colin Martin and Matt Hatsky lending their voices to Pride House LA on June 14th, which is why those community shifts carry weight beyond a brand activation.
Right, and the FIFA Pride House thing is a week out. So if the club's whole identity is community first, what's the move for June 14th? Because 2 prom volunteer shifts is real, but this moment is bigger than that.
One man in history, Hitzelsberger, played a World Cup and came out, and only after he retired. The women's side just isn't carrying that same silence. It reframes the local pride work as part of a genuinely league-wide visibility conversation, not a flyer.
16 more teams this year, 96 fewer out players. Let that math sit. Add Graham getting locked in earlier, rivals moving, this gap not moving, and today the off-pitch story actually has some teeth.
If you like keeping up with Angel City every day, try Indiana Fever Daily Podcast, a daily Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston watch, with Fever reaction, WNBA standings, injuries, roster moves, and supporter buzz. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts. You'll find links to every story we covered today in the show notes. So if something caught your ear, you can dig a little deeper there. That's Angel City Daily Podcast for this Monday. This is a Lantern Podcast.